Hey there. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends. Hola a todos. Yes, this interview is going to be in English, but first I need to make some announcements in Spanish. Muchísimas gracias, amigos, por conectarse todos los fines de semana a conocer más y más cantantes. El día de hoy quiero recordarles que entren a ver mis videos en todas mis páginas, especialmente en YouTube. Pueden ver mi último sencillo, que fue Inalcanzable. Tiene su video oficial, su lyric video. Y esta semana les tenemos la sorpresa de un nuevo sencillo. Entonces, estén pendientes para escuchar más novedades y la hora exacta del estreno. Todos mis mini covers también los pueden ver en mi página, en mi canal. Entren a mis redes sociales, pueden enviarme mensajes, peticiones y así. También el resto de las entrevistas, por si se perdieron alguna o quisieran volver a verlas. Muy bien. Now, let's switch to English. The purpose of this dynamic of the interviews is for me to expand my female-fronted universe. Not only metal, not only rock. You will see many, many rock singers, but eventually you will also see pop singers and more. And I also love this chance to get to talk to other singers and ask them what is their experience from singer to singer. I really encourage you to go and follow them, listen to them if you haven't yet. Please send me your questions while we're having the interview, and later we will read them. So to begin, how did I meet Leah, who is my interview of the day, Leah Martin Brown? She is the singer from the band Evol Walks. Really, the reason why I found her was thanks to Instagram, following some hashtags. As you remember, I used to be a redhead for a very long time. So yes, I was following the hashtag redhead, ginger hair, and everything. So I came to see her because she's a fiery red hair. You will see her. I also follow the hashtag metal girls, female-fronted bands. So use hashtags. They really work. Okay. She is the lead singer of this blues rock band, Evol Walks, an enthusiast supporting other women and actively reminding other people how good it is to be sober. So let's welcome Leah. Hello.
Hi.
Hey there. Oh, it is so nice to finally have you here. I have sent you messages, we have exchanged messages, but we have never talked. I have never listened to you like talking to me. I've seen your stories, your interviews, and I think that you're a very nice person. Before we move along, I want to know more about you, and I think that the best way is to have an icebreaker. And for that, we will have our first trivia. Are you ready?
Oh, okay. Yes, I think so.
Very nice. So,
What if I don't know it?
no, don't worry. You may say, I skip this. Next.
Okay.
I'm going to give you two options.
Okay.
You choose one. So right now, it's just a matter of preference. The first one, big party or small party?
Small party, probably.
Fly or teleport?
Teleport.
Read or control minds?
Oh, read.
Invisibility or shape-shifting?
Shape-shifting.
Super speed or time freezing?
Time freezing.
Call or text?
Depends who it is. I prefer to text.
Dogs or cats? I think you love all of them.
I can't pick.
It's okay. To play any instrument or to speak any language?
Can I have both?
Yes, we wish. Dinosaurs or aliens?
Dinosaurs.
Wash the dishes or hand wash clothes?
Wash the dishes.
Money or free time?
Free time.
Forest or beach?
A forest on a beach.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Ninjas or pirates?
Oh, pirates, because they're the ninjas of the sea.
Travel to the past or to the future?
The future.
Reality show or YouTube tutorial?
Oh, that's a hard one. I'm going to go reality show.
Comedy or horror?
Horror.
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Oh, those are fighting words. I think NSYNC.
Okay. And our time is now or later?
Depends on the day. Today, our time is later.
For those who don't know, Leah has a song, Our Time Is Now. Very good. You passed. That was the first trivia. Yay! That's some points. Thank you. See? It wasn't that bad.
Oh,
You don't need to study for my interviews. Okay. Well, talking about your band, Evol Walks, it started back in Australia, right? Or am I wrong?
No, it did. I am originally from Australia. It wasn't exactly called Evil Walks in Australia. I had another band, and it kind of evolved when I moved to the United States. So yeah, it kind of was founded in Australia, but kind of grew into what it was in Los Angeles.
I was going to ask that. Before Evil Walks, were you in other bands?
Yeah, I had a few iterations. When I was about 13 or 14, I came up with a stage name called Lily Rouge, and I used to play acoustic shows by myself. And then I kind of had an acoustic duo with a girl that was in my high school with me. Her name was Chanel. So we played gigs together and played acoustic and had these beautiful like 2-part harmonies. Then I kind of formed a band with some people at school. We played some covers in some pubs, and then I turned it into like a full-on band when I was at university called Lily Rouge. We played like heavy stuff. We toured Australia. We supported a band called Everclear. We played this big festival called the Big Day Out with Redhead Chili Peppers, and then that was going pretty well. And I got the invite to go to the USA, so I decided to kind of take that opportunity, and now I'm here.
But how cool it is that other band members follow you, right? Or was it not immediately?
No, I actually didn't have any of my Australian band members come. All of my boys that I play with are from the USA. So I started with a different group of boys than the ones that I have now, but they're all the guys that play with me now. They've been with me for like at least 3 or 4 years. It's been a while.
Okay. And where does the name Evil Walks come from? Forgive me if this is like something common.
No. No, so I am a huge AC/DC fan. Admittedly, I'm a Bon Scott fan rather than Brian. Like Brian Johnson's great. I just prefer Bon Scott. But there's this one Evil Walks song called Evil Walk. One AC/DC song called Evil Walks. It's spelt the normal way though. And it's about this like evil woman that's got like auburn hair and green eyes, and she like eats the souls of men essentially, and it's kind of funny, and I liked it.
Very nice reference. I love it.
Yeah.
So I guess all your fans are gonna love it too. Who inspires you besides AC/DC?
There's so many people. Musically, the people that inspire me, Amy Lee from Evanescence. I think she has one of the most incredible voices I've ever heard. She's kind of what inspired me to start singing. Definitely, I love the Pretty Reckless, Black Sabbath, Monster Magnet, AFI, Dead Sarah. They're kind of all like musical inspirations for me. Audio Slave, Chris Cornell is. I'm a huge fan of Chris Cornell. Yeah, there's a whole laundry list.
Very nice taste. And in this band, do you write the songs or do you work together in the songwriting?
It depends. There are some songs that I've written. Most of them I do co-write. So it'll be me and one other co-writer, and it just depends. So I've co-written with the guys, two of the guys from Atreyu, Dan and Travis, on some songs. I've co-written with Jake from Black Veil Brides. I kind of just co-write with as many people as possible to see which songs kind of stick, and then I work them in with the guys in the band, and we, make the music, because I always feel like two heads are better than one.
I did read about your co-writing, and I was thinking, like, is it that easy? You just go to LA, you meet everyone.
I definitely had some help meeting these people. I'd been in LA for 4 or 5 years before I was able to kind of get to the place where I was able to be introduced. I was very, very lucky.
I'm very happy for you. And from singer to singer, what comes first, music or lyrics?
It depends. I used to do it at the same time, but now for me, the music comes first, and then the melody, and then the lyrics.
Very well. I've seen that you have singles, an EP, an album. Congratulations, a lot of work throughout the years. And we really hope to hear some more from the band. Now, among the things I've seen is that, well, you spend most of your time in the US, right? Not in this very moment. But how often do you visit your country, Australia, in the continent? Yeah.
When I first went to the United States, I would visit home like every 3 to 4 months. Now that I've been more established in the US, I go home once a year at Christmas. Usually like once a year. If there's an emergency, I'll go twice a year. But I'm usually very busy in Los Angeles, so it's pretty hard to get me out of there up until recently.
Yeah, even last year I saw you went to a wedding and you had to quarantine. Was it a hotel?
Yeah, I was planning to come back from the US for a little bit just because the situation was getting a little bit out of hand. And I was like, why am I here when I could be in a perfectly good country that has 0 cases? I'm going to go there. So I did have to do 2 weeks of quarantine, mandated government quarantine in a hotel. But, I didn't mind. I don't mind. It was nice to get out the other end and have no COVID and be able to go to my uncle's wedding and, kind of feel a bit normal, because Los Angeles was on lockdown from March, and we still kind of hadn't gotten out in September. So I'd gone from like total lockdown to like nobody wearing masks. Everything's open. The nightclubs are open. I'm at a wedding. I was like, oh my God, anxiety.
Yeah. And was that the reason why you're at Stockholm right now?
No, I'm actually in Stockholm. So my management, Evol Walks' management, are Swedish. And so I was actually in quarantine. I'd gotten back to Australia. I was in quarantine for like 3 days. I still had another like 10 days to go. And my manager called me. He's like, hi, so you need to come to Sweden. We're doing the album. I was like, shit. So I got my 5-month to 6-month trip to Australia got cut short. I was there for once I got out of quarantine, I was there for 3 weeks, if that. And then I got on a plane to Stockholm in October, and I've been there ever since working on the new album.
That's great. And we'll get to it in a bit. But I really want to know also, how is it to form a band in Australia? How's the scene?
Honestly, it's been so long since I've lived there. I left Australia in 2013. I'm assuming that the scene is very different. I didn't have too much trouble forming a band. I kind of had friends because I went to university to study music, and I just found kind of connections through that. But it definitely was a lot harder than Los Angeles to find what I was looking for. But I can't really speak on the scene in Australia and what it's like or how easy it is, because I honestly haven't done that there for nearly 10 years.
But at least in your town, do you think that there's a lot of rock or mostly pop?
No, the town that I'm from, and again, it may have changed, so I'm wary to speak on it in case I offend someone. But in my experience of my hometown, we are a surf town. So the music scene is getting better. It is bubbling along. There was like an underground, like really hardcore metal scene, which was awesome. I used to go to a lot of like really brutal shows, which was sick. And then there's a lot of like acoustic and pop and kind of reggae and blues, not so much like straight up rock and roll. And it's just also there's the venues always get closed down, but they're starting to, obviously that's changing and there's a lot of new venues opening up. But yeah, just in my experience, it was like super hardcore metal and then like pop and rap and all the other stuff. Kind of the stuff that I do wasn't really that prominent.
Luis Antonio has a question. He asked me if you happen to meet Kylie Minogue.
No, I've not met Kylie Minogue. I do know an old publicist though. Very
nice. One step closer. Well, for me, have you ever met Hugh Jackman?
No, I haven't met Hugh Jackman. I wish I had. He does live down the road, though. He lives in Byron Bay, or at least he used to. So the proximity's there.
Yeah, even in the US. If you didn't meet him in Australia, right.
Yeah. I hold out.
Okay, tell him I say hi. Okay, so now when you went to live in the US, what would you say was the hardest thing to adapt to?
Oh, America is a very it's a very hard place to live coming from somewhere like Australia, just because, you know, we have socialized healthcare. Everything's just easy, whereas everything in the US is privatized. So I had a little bit of trouble negotiating that, and especially Los Angeles, how expensive everything was, and just learning. Even though, you know, we both are Western countries, we both speak English, there's a huge cultural difference between Australians and the US. And it took me a long time to understand that. Now I forget because I have very close friends who all understand my humor. They all get me, I get them. We're like the same people. But for a while there, I really struggled because I'd say things and people would be like, what? I'm like, okay, that wasn't the right thing. I'm going to go. Awkward.
I know you say now you don't remember, but please try and remember. Give me one example of one thing that is different from the US to the life in Australia.
I think in Australia, people are very upfront. We say exactly what we mean. So if we say, hi, how are you? How's your day? We genuinely want to know. I found, at least in Los Angeles, of course, I can't speak on the rest, but I find that a lot of people they're not genuine. And it's not, if they don't like something, for example, so if you ask for an opinion, especially in business, they'll find all these different ways to avoid answering the question or getting around it. So if you're working with someone on a project, and you're like, hey, what do you think of this? What do I need to change? Whatever. In Australia, they'd either be like, no, that's great, I like it, or they'd be like, nah, that is absolute shit. You have to change this, 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 and this. Good job, though. Whereas in the US, they're like, oh, look, it's fantastic. I like it. The direction, you know, it's just, I really understand what you're trying to say. Let me get back to you. I'll circle back to you, but no, really love it. And then they'll get off their computer. They'll be like, oh my God, I hate it. This is terrible. Why are we even working with this person? And it's like they're scared to tell you what they think. And it's really bizarre because it would avoid so much conflict if they could just the first time be like, I'm sorry, I don't like this. Can you try again? Which is fine.
They're just trying to be polite, I guess. I feel related to it. Even inside of my country, here in my state, they say so about my town. They think we're angry all the time, but we're not. We're just speaking up front, right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing bad with that. But did you change? Do you think that you changed? Now you're more polite to say things?
I'm definitely still completely honest, but I've softened it a little bit. So instead of just being like, no, I don't like this, I'll be like, look, I really appreciate that you've tried. This isn't exactly before, so maybe we could try it this way. But yeah, I've definitely tried to keep the honesty in there because
I love it.
Otherwise, just wasting everybody's time.
There's nothing better than honesty, I think. And also in the US, you have a dog. I've seen your dogs. When did you get it? I don't remember. How old is your dog?
So Havoc is 4. he actually just got back to Australia. I sent him to Australia to be with my mum, so take care of him until I get back. I got him when he was 5 weeks old, so I've had him since January 2017. So he's my baby.
Oh, you miss him a lot.
A lot, but he's safe and sound with my mum. He has a brother, Charlie, so they're best friends, because my mum has a 2-year-old German Shepherd, so they're best friends. He's got a massive backyard. He gets to go to the beach, whereas with me, he lived in an apartment and we just went walking a lot. So I think he's
well, I hope that you see him very soon.
I do too.
One question that I always have is that other singers, do you manage your accounts? Do you have friends that help you manage it? If I text Evol Walks, will you be the one answering, or other band members are also replying?
I take care of all of our accounts at the moment.
Nice. You control everything.
Yeah, I just I just have a very, especially with the way everything is now, like I just want one person to be in control of it. There's a clear message across, there's clear branding, and also I can pass anything on to our management that needs to be passed on, and also anything that gets posted I know has come from me and I'm happy to stand behind it. I don't want to see something be posted and be like, okay, I don't agree with that. Why is this on our band channel?
Exactly. Very good. Well, I'm going to read this because I like the sentence that I wrote. I noticed that besides the band, you haven't been able to stop creating. You upload videos, playing songs with your guitar, many TikToks. You recorded original songs, did a live stream concert with your band, and now you are recording overseas. That's why she's at Stockholm. But my question was, maybe I got confused. Were you recording right now? Are you recording songs for your band or for your solo project?
For Evol Walks. So at the moment I'm writing and recording the new Evol Walks album.
Okay. Yes, because I also loved the songs that you released last year during the quarantine. Were they recorded in the US?
Oh, no, thank you. Those songs had a funny story. I was never going to release them. I wrote those songs when I was like 15 and 16. Oh. One or two of them I might have written when I was 17, and they were recorded when I was 18. One of them I think I recorded when I was 20. And so they just weren't any style that I do or any genre, so I just had them. And then quarantine hit, and I don't know, I didn't realize it would go on for as long as it did, otherwise I would have spaced them out a little bit more. But I was feeling super depressed, and we were on lockdown, so it wasn't like I could go and record anything with my band or do anything new. And then I was like, well, I've got these. I know it's not anything to like what I do now, and I know that you can definitely tell that this is a young songwriter, but I just want to have things out there and still be releasing like stuff that is mine, like not just covering things, because I am a musician like from here, and it just can't stop because COVID's happening. So that was my next best thing to creating new stuff. It was showing stuff that nobody had ever seen before, and I wasn't really planning to release otherwise.
And I can tell, I think your fans can tell too, you never stop. And I want to say that one of my favorite songs from your solo singles was Voices, but I think I like them all. They're very authentic, so don't be shy. Keep sharing. I like them.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, but well, in this moment, can we know a little bit more about your recording there in Stockholm? How many songs? Any spoilers?
So at the moment I've been writing. I was writing solidly from October. So we had 22 songs. I did another writing session on Wednesday, so now we have 25 songs. At the moment, I'm only happy with 10 to 12 of them for the album. That will be whittled down more. We're just trying to lock in exact dates to finish the actual recording process. I've done all of the pre-production that needs to be done, tweaking a few things here and there. I am pretty excited as one of the songs. The music was actually written by someone who's, I'm a big fan of. I can't say who it is because obviously I'm under contract to not say, but he sent me a few pieces of music, and I heard this one and I went, I have a melody and lyrics for this. So I wrote it down and just recorded over the top of what they sent me. And then I sent it back and I was like, is this okay? And he's like, oh, that is not where I thought that would go. I really like that. Okay, you can have that. And as long as I'm involved, you can have this song for your album and we can use your melody and lyric ideas. So I'm pretty excited about that one. I can't say who it is, but obviously when it comes out,
Now we can't wait. Any date, or do you still wait until everything's ready?
I wish I had a date. We're trying to lock down a studio at the moment to get the drums done. We have to, it's very hard with COVID, and there's a whole lot of balls in the air because also I didn't come here on a working visa. I came here just on a 90-day visitor's visa because I didn't think I'd be here for this long, and I've already extended it once. So I've been here 6 months now.
Yeah. I've seen that you shared that, and now you are. Now, you said that you're not getting used to the weather, but I think that you're wearing short sleeve outside on 3 degrees. I don't know.
No, any layers, but they tell me it's getting warmer. I don't.
Really?
I don't think Celsius is warm. I think that's like 56 or something. That's not warm to me.
Fahrenheit?
So it's 9 Celsius or like 50. Mm-hmm. I think it's like 52
I'd
to 50.
I'd be freezing, yeah.
So until it gets up to, 80 to 85 Fahrenheit, I'm not going to be happy.
Yesterday we were at 91 Fahrenheit. Yeah. So yes, I definitely die. Well, and I consider you a very good songwriter. Do you ever teach songwriting or singing?
I've occasionally taught singing a little bit, if anyone asks me. I don't offer lessons because I'm very hands-on, and I also I did study singing, so I do have a postgraduate degree in jazz vocals, and I did do 3 to 4 lessons a week with my university teacher to get proper technique to do all of that. So I know how to teach it, but I'm not a licensed music teacher, so I don't feel comfortable taking people's money for it if I don't have the qualifications. But if anyone asks me, I always do it for free, or if they want to buy me lunch or something. I don't know. I've never given songwriting classes. I don't really consider myself an expert, but again, if someone ever asked me, I would definitely share my knowledge. But I don't feel like I would be comfortable giving lessons because I just don't feel like I'm there.
Would you be up for a songwriting collaboration with me? Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Now, and you say you've been there for 6 months, and I've seen the pictures that you post. Now tell me, is there any other reason why you're staying there longer? Tell me.
Oh, look, you're sipping tea casually.
Let's start talking about it.
Yes, there is another reason that I'm staying. They're talking about
what?
She's asking about you.
Who?
Yeah.
We're live on Instagram. They asked if there's any other reason that I'm staying longer in Sweden, and then she sipped her tea casually.
Okay.
Yeah, let's raise our pinkies.
Yes, there it is. Yes, his name's Joachim.
Okay. No, I'm not pressuring you, but I see you happy.
Nice to meet you.
He said no.
I don't speak Swedish. What's the language they speak there besides English, right?
Yeah, he speaks Swedish. I'm learning Swedish. I'm not very good. All I can say is jag talar inte svenska, which means I do not speak Swedish. And jag tycker om glass, which is I like ice cream.
Very important. Save your life. Excellent. Well, I'm very happy for you. Wish you the best.
Thank you.
Have you ever visited Mexico? Talking about countries and languages.
I've been to Tijuana.
Oh, Tijuana. Very good. Yes, in Spanish it's Tijuana. Very nice. Very good. What do you remember from there? Did you eat any Mexican food?
I love Mexico. I have a lot of friends who are from Mexico. I absolutely, I know I only went to Tijuana, but I absolutely loved it while I was there. Everything was like very the culture just was beautiful. The food was amazing. I loved the tacos especially. I would really like to go to Guadalajara or Mexico City as well. And then I hear Tulum is beautiful. So there's a lot of places that are on my bucket list to go in Mexico. I used to speak okay Spanish. Now I can't at all because I'm so out of practice. But yeah, I have a very soft place. I have a place in my heart for Mexico and the Mexican people. I love, like, I wish. Like,
whenever you need a translator or a teacher, I'm here. You're so welcome to visit us as soon as it is possible, right? Do you know, besides Mhelyssa, any other Mexican musicians?
I know a few who are in Los Angeles, I believe. So yes, I do.
Can you name one?
There's a band called Bad Guy, so I know those guys. Let me think. Oh God, there's so many that I'm friends with, and like you just asked me, and now my head
blank. No problem.
Yeah, there's a guitarist that I know called Diego. I can't remember what band he plays in though. He plays in a few. He's like a session guy, as well as a few others. I don't know. There's so many.
Very good. Now, going back to your work with the band, I've seen that you have many videos. Congratulations on that. And I'd like to know, where was the fire recorded?
Ooh,
the video
okay.
shoot.
So the fire was recorded in downtown LA. And it's actually at this very famous warehouse. It's where like Stone Sour have shot videos there. There's an acapella group that shot a video there. I forget what it's called. It's called like Studio Effects or something. I can't remember the name of the warehouse, but it's like renowned. So it was shot inside that warehouse, and then it was shot on the roof as well. So that was really cool.
Yes, all of them are cool. Everybody should go and watch them. Do you think that you get involved in the decision making of the videos, probably the locations, or is it a band thing, the director?
I like to work with directors who I can explain what I'm looking for, and then they can find it for me. So I do a little bit of, I have the initial idea, like I'm looking for this and I'd like this. And, you know, in the past, and I know that this sounds very strange, and I apologize if it does sound strange, but it's very true. Like prior to me, and all of our videos have been done prior to my sobriety. All of the music that you hear has been prior to my sobriety. And I've just noticed so much has changed. So previously when I would work with people, I would have a lot of trouble telling them what I wanted. I could see it in my head, but for some reason I couldn't get it out, or I just have these blockages. So I did rely heavily on the directors to be like, I like this thing and I want it to look like that, and there's going to be a stuff and I don't know. Whereas now I know exactly what I want. I know how I want it done, and I can detail it in a list. I'm actually working on a release right now that we're going to release in the next month or so. That isn't, it's a teaser for the album. It's not an original, but I'm doing all the work for that now. And I can't get over how much I'm able to be like, this is what we're doing. This is what I want. This is where we'll find it. Let's go.
Oh, that's excellent. Congratulations. It's also like the evolution, right? You're more mature now. Not old, more mature.
Yeah. Like,
you mentioned one video that you loved from another band? Maybe when you were growing up, one or two videos.
God, there's so many. I loved Alejandro by Lady Gaga. I remember seeing that video for the first time, and I was like, what is this? I was like, my sexuality is this video. And so I watched it like over and over again. I also loved Saint by Marilyn Manson. I thought that video was great. And I remember showing my little cousins. They're like, what have you done? And had nightmares. Yeah.
Very good productions. Very
Oh,
nice
fantastic.
choice. There are some fun questions, at least the first two are here. Liz is passing me the questions. And one is, how many tattoos does Leah have?
Oh, I have a few. I have,
Approximately.
I'm getting 2 of them removed. Technically 3 of them removed, so I'm not going to count those.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, they're in the range of like 7 to 12.
Okay.
But like one of them's like really, really big. So it's like, it's one, but it's like my whole
Yeah, I've
side.
seen it. Yeah, they're nice. I don't know why this question. When is Leah's birthday? I don't know if they're sending you something.
I am born on the 8th of July, 1991. I just aged myself.
Very nice. We will wish you a happy birthday. Well,
Thank you.
now it's about time for the second trivia.
Ooh.
Oh. The rules change here. I only tell you a word or a few words, and you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay?
Oh dear.
No
I'm
wrong
gonna-
answers. You may skip. And you may also, well, you're not asked to explain why. You just say what you think. Ready?
Yeah.
Food that you cook best.
Pasta.
Celebrity crush.
Heath Ledger.
Favorite superhero.
Ant-Man. Oh god, I don't even like Ant-Man. Why did I say that? Deadpool. I just, the first thing that popped to my
The
head.
first one. Your subconscious. Useless talent.
Oh, I'm really good with spreadsheets.
Lois is defending you.
It's not useless. It's not useless at all.
Okay, you two can make our spreadsheets. Any nervous tics?
I think I make weird noises when I read things.
Okay. A must-have backstage. Something that's not normal.
Oh, green tea.
Oh, nice. Country that you'd like to visit first.
Mexico.
Thanks. Any phobias?
Heights.
Now, any hobbies that you like?
Oh, I like going to the gym and finding cool cafes that I can sit in for hours at a time and drink way too much coffee and eat vegan food.
Interesting. But I said any habits that you like.
Oh my god, hobbies. Yes, I like Pippin and Merry because without the Lord of the Rings would be very boring because they probably would have gotten to Mordor in like 5 minutes and been. But they,
yes.
up.
Weirdest job that you ever had?
Ooh, weirdest job that I ever had. I feel like, oh, okay, I used to dress up in like weird gothic makeup and work in a haunted house.
Very cool. Language that you'd like to learn?
Honestly, Spanish, and I'd like to also learn Swedish. I'm learning Swedish. So.
We wonder why. Okay. I know you didn't pick them, but you have to choose one. Favorite Backstreet Boy?
Oh, I like the dude that kind of like, it's an AJ. He's got the hat.
Yeah, I know the tattoos and
Terrible
stuff.
solo career with that really raunchy song. Is that the one I'm thinking? That guy.
Yeah, me too. How many instruments do you play?
How many instruments do I play well, or how many do I play?
You name it.
I play guitar, I play the flute, and I dabble in the piano. Dabble.
It's okay. Your musical muse.
Oh, I don't know. Zeppelin and Pink Floyd.
Any sport that you like?
I used to play football or soccer, as they call it where I'm from.
Here too, Mexico. It's just football. Well, soccer, football, soccer. That's what you call it. And now, any recurrent dreams that you have?
I don't know. I don't remember many of my dreams. Mainly the ones that I do know that I do dream about falling a lot, and I do wake up from them. And then I have a recurring dream about like being in a car accident, going off the side of a hill. So that's kind of dark.
Yeah. Let's find the meaning. Any series that you're watching?
A new series. We just finished watching True Detective, the first season. And I haven't. There's like a new one on Netflix called The Serpent, and I think I've made it through 2 episodes so far.
Very nice. Band that you'd like to see reunited?
Ooh, if he was still alive, Audio Slave.
Yes, of course. The last song that you listened to?
Oh God, what? I don't know what the last song. Oh, I think I was listening to a mix of the song we're going to release soon because I was checking it for mix notes. So
Evol Walks.
Well, no, it's a cover, so it's
Okay. Spoilers. Someone you wish to collaborate with?
Ooh. You know what? I would love to collaborate with Lana Del Rey.
Very nice. Call
Yeah.
her.
Wild
And,
History.
yeah. Who would be your favorite 90s girl?
Ooh, favorite 90s girl. I feel like, oh, what is her name? Firouzja Balk, is that her name? She was in American History X, and she was in The Craft. Yeah, she was the lead evil witch that goes crazy. Firouzja Balk. I can't say her name.
Yes. The one from The Craft.
Yes.
Does
with
she
the big
sing? Or maybe you just want to act with her.
Oh, I don't know. I think she's great.
Yeah, yes, she is. She's a true witch.
Yeah.
Excellent. And discovery of the year.
Discovery of the year. What have I discovered this year? I have discovered that -9 Celsius feels warmer than 4 degrees Celsius.
I was talking about music.
Yeah, all of it's just like pure cold. Whereas
Yeah.
in it's cold, but it's still wet. So
Oh. Any band that you discovered in the past 12 months?
yes, King 810? I think they're called. They're from Flint, Michigan, and they're kind of my new favorite band. It's like Slipknot but angrier, if that's at all possible. It's like Slipknot and Eminem had a baby.
Wow. We'll have to listen to that. And we finished the trivia, but I was left with a question. Have you met Lana Del Rey?
Oh, I wish.
Oh, okay. Soon. Well, thank you so much, Leah. I want to congratulate you for never giving up. You're always working, creating. I think that you are the definition of a musician, right? You're an artist. And I want to invite everybody to follow Leah, find Evol Walks. They have a website, and they have the videos, singles. They're all over the internet. You may find their music, buy their music. So please don't miss her music. And Leah, I'd like you to nominate another singer to come to my show. Let's call it like that. So who would you nominate?
I have so a singer specifically. There is
Yeah.
a girl, and her name is JL, Jayelle. She's pretty great. She's still, I think she's in her early 20s. She's from LA. She's only just started can't speak. She's only just started releasing music in the last few months. She's pretty spectacular, and I think she's going to do really well. So I think she'd definitely be worth talking to.
Well, thank you so much for all your answers, for all your time. It's nighttime for Leah right now. She's going to sleep, I guess, have dinner maybe. Thank you, Leah. I want to open the invitation for future collaboration. Thank you so much, Leah. And anything that you need from Spanish, from Mexico, and from other singer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh. Thank you. And thank you for being so kind.
Thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed this. I'm so glad that we can make it happen.
I'll never stop creating.
Never.
I follow you everywhere. So see you very soon. And everybody else, let's follow her. And I will see you. Please stay tuned for my new single and my next interview. Bye-bye.